You guys didn't have a game this past weekend. How important was that for this team to kind of just regroup and re-gel as you guys now get ready for this upcoming match?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always an opportunity, right? I mean, an opportunity for us to have some guys take a bit of a breath, an opportunity for some guys mentally to kind of refocus, an opportunity for us physically to gear things up. We put a really good week of work in last week, got some really good loads going, so we feel like we built another level of fitness. And then we back it off this week and get really prepared for Red Bull. So we've had a long time to be focused on our opponent and to put everything into this game that we can.
Is there anything in particular that you were focusing on over the last week?
Yeah, always. We don't just come out here and train. There's a lot of focus on the areas of the game that we think we need to improve, for sure.
Fitness is one thing, but are you seeing a sense of cohesion with so many new players coming in and reintegrating into the group?
Yeah, it's going to be important. It's going to be important that we do a lot of playing in our training sessions, a lot of competing, a lot of integrating players into the group. And we still got one or two that are still coming, so it's very much still a work in progress. But we believe in the guys that we have available already and have been available for the last 3 games.
Is Dom one of those players that can reintegrate himself very quickly into the group?
Yeah, typically I think for forwards it's an easier task. Because you're not right in the middle of things, and you're not right in the middle of so many plays. So it's much easier tactically for a forward to integrate, as well as the fact that Dom was with us for 6 months last year. So he's a player that we think should be ready and available.
Who will you have that maybe hasn't played recently? Is it Jonathan, maybe a status update on him? Or?
Yeah, Jonathan's out for sure with concussion symptoms. He's already been ruled out for the match this weekend. We've got a couple of other injuries that have happened during this break that have hurt us a little bit. Barring that, I think Yuri is still coming along.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the knee injury that he suffered right before he came to us in one of his last games or training sessions with Portimonense has really hindered him a lot further than we thought it would. And so we're still looking to integrate him back in. He came out for training a couple of times a week ago, had some pain from that, so we had to pull him back a little bit, and we expect that over the next couple of days he'll be reintegrating himself back into training, and then I think it'll be pretty quick for him.
How much could we see Dom? Is it last 30? Is it a 60? Or
that's a coach's decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
he said the same thing.
Oh, good. I'm glad we're both on the same page.
What about Josue's? How's he look?
I think very similar to Dom's situation, where he's gaining fitness, he's gaining understanding. He wasn't with us the last 6 months. He doesn't speak English well. And so he's a player that's really got some special ability. You see it every single day in training, what he's capable of. And it's really just a question of what is a safe amount of time to play him. Otherwise, you risk injury anytime you got somebody returning from something like that. So we've just got to consider that.
You guys return home Saturday. Play the Red Bulls, BWP. What others? Some of the other opponents that they present you guys?
It's obviously a very good team. That's played a lot of matches this season already. If you include their CONCACAF Champions League matches, they've played quite a bit, and so it's a team that's very, very cohesive. It's a team that's very direct about the way they're doing things, wanting to get in the opponent's half extremely quickly, and it's a team that wants to high press everything. And so it's going to cause us problems if we're not very sharp on the ball and if we don't have ideas where we want to get it very quickly.
Sasha going against his old team, he's a veteran, but you have to tell him maybe tone it down, or when you've gone against old teams, what are the emotions that you go through?
A player of his experience and his age has been through many times like this, so there's really not much for me to tell him. I'd tell him he needs to turn it up a little. He's a big player for us, and we need him to be a big player. So, and I have no doubts that he will.
Has he offered any insight about playing?
Of course. Yeah, he's got a real good knowledge of what Red Bulls is trying to do. And as we've worked through the last 4 or 5 days, and today in particular in the video meeting, he's offering us some tips that we appreciate.